What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Tall Boy here. Another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Hope all is well with everybody. We got a lot to unpack today, all right? A lot to unpack. Let me tell you what's going on. Google's AI is trained by you. That's right, trained by you. T-Mobile's forcing plan changes. So if you're a legacy user, oh yeah, you're gonna have to make some changes real soon. AI ignores local dining or restaurants. We're gonna talk all about that, okay? And then who will own your AI assistant? Not your LLM, your assistant. We'll talk about that, okay? And then the word of the day is not what you think it is. It's a gamble. All right, so let's tap in today. Let's go ahead and do what we do and just make some magic happen, if that makes sense. So I got some guests here. I got my man Chris Stone, all the way from northern metropolitan outskirts of Atlanta. Mr. Record Rep himself, but live streaming producer, Chris Stone. How you doing, sir?
Man, Tall Boy. Hang on. I got Mom on FaceTime. Hey, I made it to the Lab Tech Show, Mom. Say hi to Tall Boy. Say hi to Tall Boy.
Wow.
I'm here.
Hey, Mom. And then we also got our resident guy, Revis. You know, he been fishing. He been doing something since he's recently retired. So it is what it is. What's going on, Revis?
What's going on?
All right, you good. Okay, I'm glad you're doing all right. So look, this is what we got going on. Type in the city and state where you're watching from. Type in the city and state where you're watching from. Let us know where you're tapped in from, and we're going to go ahead and get this show started. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Let's go, y'all.
Always.
Let's go.
I can't believe this.
Ma'am, any reason you were speeding tonight?
I'm trying to get home to watch the Lab Tech Show.
I'm gonna let you go because I don't want you getting left behind.
Man, they're about to break down something crazy tonight.
Turn on the lab.
Welcome to the Lab Tech Show. We start now.
It's about to be good right here.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We're good. Everybody's good. Sound mind. That's what's going on. I hope all is well. Another week, another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Our goal is to simplify technology in a language you can understand. All right, that's pretty much what it is. So look, we're going to try and get through these articles as fast as possible. I went to a summit this past week, and we're going to highlight a little bit of that. But we had some tech news that we wanted to talk about it, and I brought, you know, a good friend of mine who I believe is going to be able to bring y'all some juice and give you a different perspective, all right? And then you also got Revis. He's going to do what he does. So this is the panel today. This is what we're rocking with. And everybody's good?
I can't wait for this, man. I can't wait for Mama. I made it. I'm on the Lab Tech Show with Tall Boy and Revis.
Oh, tell Mama I
And
said
just like,
what's happening.
hey, and just like the intro says, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Well, look, some people are tapping in. They're letting us know where they're from. We got some people down in Florida. We got some people here in Georgia, some people in Michigan. 77 degrees is where Revis is at. 88 where Kissimmee, where Sheila Baker's at. And who else do we have? We have hit the spot, 86 degrees. That's what's up. So look, this is what we got going on. We're going to jump right into this thing. And man, I'm excited. You know why? I have just went to this podcast summit, and I'm fresh off of it, and I want to share y'all what some of my takes were from it, and you know, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But there's some news that we really need to tap into. All right, so here's the rules to the show. The rules to the show. What's going on, everybody? Tall Boy here.
It's another edition of Tech News. Look, let me tell you how we roll around here.
You can watch on your phone, your TV, or your PC.
If you want you to comment, so the only way you can really do that is on your phone, right?
Now, look, come rock with us. It's all about authenticity, and transparency.
So we like to keep it 100 with you.
Now look, we like to tell you all the time, this technology is here. So what you gonna do about it?
Let's jump into the first article.
What's going on, everybody? This is what it is, y'all. Google, they're doing some things that you guys really need to be paying attention to, all right? Y'all really need to be paying attention because Google is now using your uploaded search media to train AI. And maybe we did not know this, and maybe they're doing too much. Maybe they have the right to do it. I don't know, but we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put it right in your face. And you can make a decision on how you want to move moving forward. All right. So this is what they're saying. OK, they're saying Google quietly changed how it handles your data. Previously, one single button called Web and App Activity controlled all of your tracking. Now Google said, hold up, we're going to split that into two different settings. It's called Search Service History and Personalized Recommendations. Now, here's the problem. Is that the search services history automatically saves the media you upload. So if you use services like Google Lens to snap a picture, you record a voice search. So if you ever said, hey, Google, if you speak into Google Translate, Google stores those files. They keep this data for up to 4 years. Human reviewers are looking over it to make sure you're not saying nothing crazy. And then they say, Google uses it to train its AI models. So if you do not want your personal files used for tech development, you got to go in there manually to change your Google account settings and uncheck the save media box. Now, you can snap your photos of a prescription bottle or skin changes using Google Lens to quickly track health details or identify medications. The AI learns from these real-world images to give more accurate feedback over time. These voice commands become highly accurate for older adults who might have arthritis or find typing on smaller screens difficult. So the system trains on the diverse vocal patterns to understand you clearly. They're training on what you are saying. When traveling internationally, you can hold your camera up to a sign or a menu. I'm guilty, right? And the system trains on these uploaded images to deliver instant, perfect translations in real time. You can take photos of old appliance parts, car components, or tools around the house immediately and find matching replacements or repair guides without knowing the technical names. Scanning a receipt, physical bills help organize monthly expenses automatically, and the AI improves the text recognition capabilities by analyzing these documents. Now, why should you care about all of this? You ain't got to care about tech. But you use Google tools every day. And when you speak to your phone and look up a recipe or use your camera to identify a plant or anything else, you are uploading your personal data. And this policy update means your voice, your face, your home, and your private documents are saved on a server by default. It is no longer just a text. Your actual voice recordings and personal photos are being stored for up to 4 years. Look, that's a lot to unpack, And I'm going to ask you guys your thoughts on this. When evaluating AI generated recommendations, sorry, that's the wrong one. Here we go. How do you feel about Google using your uploaded search media, photos, voice to train its AI? How do you feel about it? I'm getting ready to get Chris and Revis's thoughts on it, but I want to make sure I get you guys in the audience tapped in. How do you feel about Google using your uploaded search media to train its AI? 1, if you're watching on your phone, predictable trade for smarter tech. 2, uncomfortable, I'm going to opt out. 3, I feel indifferent. I knew it was never private. Or 4, pay me my royalties for my assets. 1 through 4, let me know in the comments. How do you feel about Google using your uploaded search media to train its AI? Chris, you are a guest. You get the first comment.
Oh, am I choosing between that? Because I'm going to choose none of the above. I think, first and foremost, when it comes to this, you can't have both. You can't say, I want Google Lens to work really well. I want Google Translate to work really well. I want Google Search to work really well. I want Google Assistant to work really well. And I don't want to give it any of my data, because that's not how it works. It gets trained on real data. And if it doesn't get trained on real data, then it uses synthetic data. And then big buildings get built around you, and all these infrastructures get built around you that build all this synthetic data. So you can't really have both. If you're uncomfortable sharing any of your data, no matter what it is, you can opt out. You can absolutely opt out. And if you're logging on to anything, you get a new Google phone, you get, a new Android phone. Tallboy, I know you're an Android guy. And you open it up before you just start clicking through all of the terms and conditions and what you're allowing certain things that for Google to be trained, just take that extra time and say, hey, listen, I don't want this. It's okay that you get this. It's okay. And the other thing too is like, have some personal judgment as well. Like, I'm not going to have a receipt, where I ate at this bougie Buckhead restaurant and it's got my credit card information, and I'm going to take a picture of it with my Android phone and expect that that's not going to be, somehow and in some way end up on a server and potentially get used for whatever. Children, all of those things that are sensitive information we don't want the world to know. Show some judgment, and make sure you're not taking photos and using Lens to take pictures of stuff that's in the background that might get used.
Revis, your thoughts?
I don't have no problem with them using my data and the things that I do. I just want to get paid. I'm just saying, hey, if I'm going to train the AI, if I'm going to train it, at least pay me for training. Geez, pay me for training. Geez, give me my royalties and assets. And if you're going to be, using my phone and all that other stuff, when I go to those adult pages and stuff, what is Google learning from that? What is AI learning from that? It might be a little freaky when they get a little older. I'm just saying, hey, it's too new right now, but when they get a little older, it might be a little strange there.
Well, you heard it from both sides. The audience is saying One Heart CPR says, this ish has gone crazy. She said, nope, can't do that. Somebody said, I'm choosing 4. Tell them, Stone. Out there in Buckhead. Oh, Lord, here we go. We are living in an age where nothing will be private if we deal with it. If we deal with these search engines. Hey, come on now. Look, we're going to show you how to turn this stuff off, okay? So this is what you do. If you're on your phone, what you're going to do is go to myactivity.google.com. Once again, that's myactivity.google.com. That's what it looks like on the screen. Not sure if you can see it right there, but myactivity.google.com. One more time, myactivity.google.com. You're going to look for search services history, and it's going to say on. That's perfectly fine. It says saving your activity to search service history tailors your experiences by letting you revisit past journeys and helps you improve generative AI models. It may include related media in your general location. But the part you want to click off, now it should already be on. If you look down to where it says save media, is your box checked? If your box is checked, then that means they've been training your AI or training your data on their AI. That's what they've been doing. Uncheck that box. Search services history. All right, that's what you want to do. Turn that off. Can't have that no more. Now you don't have to worry about them, training on your on your data. Let's see. Anything else you want to share while I'm looking for this other location, Revis or Chris?
I will say this. I like the idea that you shouted this out, Tallboy. I think when it comes to stuff like this, I mean, TechCrunch, I think is the article. I want to say that you
Engadget.
Engadget. All right, and so I think they just kind of like they're public about it, but not super public about it. But I think this is you got to shine a light on it because some people are not at all comfortable with it. And others are just like, Revis is like, go ahead, just pay me. That's cool. But I think it's good that we shine a light on this kind of stuff, because if it just rolls out, kind of on the sly, I think a lot of people thought was happening anyway. Right. And so it's just, I think it's incumbent upon everyone just to make sure, just to check. Like, go in and check your security settings, your social media, anything where you're sharing stuff, you've got voice activated devices. Just take that extra time, and just if you don't want any sensitive information being shared, your LLMs, your AI, we're going to be talking about that tonight, I'm sure. Just make sure that you know where it's going, and they have to be public about that. You may need to hunt. May need to go through a couple of pages to get there, but if you're not comfortable with it, you can certainly opt out.
James Hicks is like, are you going to show us how to do this on iOS as well? Well, myactivity.google.com, sir. I mean,
it's a browser, dude.
Right. Just go to.
It's not myactivity.mac. What are you talking about, Hicks?
Like, come on, man. Like, come on. He wants some shine because he mad he's not on the show today. That's all. So, myactivity.google.com. And then also look for search services personalization. That's also what you're looking for. And when you click on that, let me see. I think you want to make sure that is turned off as well. So search services personalization, you want to make sure that is turned off as well.
Both matter, because without the other may not fully opt you out. If you want to do that.
So it'll train on one, but it's not going to train on the other, right? So just keep that in mind. So you can opt out of this by changing some particular settings. First, head to the dedicated search services history and uncheck the save media box. Then next, head to the search service personalization page and make sure that it is not saving anything. That should do it, all right? Now, it's still going to do whatever it wants to do, but at least you know that if there's a class action lawsuit and you know that you unchecked it as of July 8th, and you might get a check for a class action lawsuit because you turned it off. All right. You never know. But at least you know what's happening out here in this world, because even with these LLMs, people just go and use Google, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, or whichever LLM of their choice, and they don't go into settings and they do not turn off training my memory or my data. And you're typing in all your personal information. You're typing in whatever it is that you want to type in, and it's learning you. And it's also training the AI. So you may have shared some personal or sensitive data, something for work, something personal in your life, something about a friend, but it's now training on what you shared. I just helped someone very close to me, and I said, let me see your laptop. And I went in and I said, see, you got this on. You just out here working it, and you paid your $20 a month, and it's training on the AI. And he said, what does this mean? It means that everything that you put in here has now been trained on AI as of today. And he said, that's not cool. Well, did you go in the settings? So this is why we're talking about it today. All right. That's put it right there. myactivity.google.com. You're going to look for search services history. You're going to uncheck the save media box. And then you're going to also go to the search services personalization page and make sure that it is not saving anything. All right. And this works on PC and this works on your phone. So if you do it on one, it automatically does it on the other because you're logged into that account. So that way, you know that Google is not at least training on your data. Revis,
and
thoughts?
If you ever ask AI for any question that you ask them, and it's a yes or no answer, and they say no, then you can go with that. And if they say yes, they'll probably say it like, yeah. And if they do that right there, that means they've been watching me on those adult programs and stuff. I'm just saying.
This is like Lab Tech Show After Dark with Revis. I like that, man.
Edward Lynn says, I would like to get paid. Customer reviews is important regardless of AI or any other type of recommendations. Let me see. I'm here to heckle from the back of the room. Oh, God, always gonna have a joke here. Okay. You're always gonna have a joke here or there. You heard what he said. I'm not even gonna repeat it, James. You heard what he said. Hey, tall boy, just an FYI. Yep, we know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Revis, let me see. Revis has some things for the word of the day, but before we do that, what'd you say, Revis? Uh-oh, I guess he froze.
Uh-oh. Hey, everybody, Professor Revis here. What did you think? You heard our take on this right here. Tech prices, look at this. These prices are rising. They're going out crazy, anywhere from 100 to 600.
No, that's the wrong one, Revis. You sure you
right? That's last week.
Yeah, you sure you? Okay, well, we got you, bro. Yeah, we got you.
Hey, everybody. What did you think about that? I think we should all get paid if we're going to be training AI. Well, look at here. If we're the one training them, and you heard my take, and you heard our take, look at here. Let us know what you think. Comment below, and we'll look at those things and let everybody know what you think about it. Now, here's what else we got on tap. T-Mobile is forcing plan changes. Are you a long-time T-Mobile user and you have one of those old grandfathered in changes? Guess what? No. That is about to change on you. Look at as early as the 13th. We'll tell you about it. And AI ignore local dining. Did you know that? There's some place to be right there and they won't even tell you about it. We'll let you know why that happens. And who will own your AI assistant? Somebody is going to own it. So we're going to tell you about that. And then our word of the day, gamble. Yes, it's not the kind of gamble that you're thinking about. It's a different kind of gamble, and I'm going to break that down for you. But in the meantime, I have a new theme song. Tall boy, play that theme song. Let everybody know what's going on.
Now you know we've both been through a lot. That's why we need to just sit back and enjoy this evening. So if you'll choose me, then you're my choice tonight. Put your hands in the air and sing along with me. Bust it out! We're busting out on the funk. Busting out!
Traded a rig for a reel. He is still sitting down. From the cab to the dock, he is off the clock. How are you, Revis? Fish on.
Revis, I swear to God, bro, you moving stiff. I think Chris may have some better dance moves than you, bro. I'm starting to really worry about you with you being over here extra stiff. I mean, he's like, I'm busting out. I'm like, bro, you just got to get in. You know, you got to throw your shoulder in that thing, like that shoulder lean. Come on, Revis. Like, come on, Revis. I don't know what to say about you, man. Like, can you do that? Let me do it one more time for you. Let me see.
Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that.
Not that one. That's too fast for you.
Take me through that.
That's too fast for you.
Now you know we've both been through a lot.
Now come on, I need you to give me some rhythm over
That's
here.
That's why we need
put some Saginaw in it.
Yeah, put some Michigan in it. Come on,
Saginaw.
So if you'll choose me, then you're my
like
choice.
Here you go.
The hands in the air and sing along.
Yeah.
Busting out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Lord Jesus, help this
man. My thing
y'all.
is, you have to remember this here. I just told you about those adult sites that I be on that I'm training AI about. And if you bust out, you kind of get stiff. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I can't with you, bro. I can't. All right, how was your week, sir? How was your week?
uh, it's better now because you have to realize we had some hot days, and of course I don't have air conditioning or central air, and so from last Wednesday to about Sunday, I was burning up. I had a fan at the foot of the bed. I had a fan at the side of the bed. They kept me from passing out. So things are cooled down now. I feel a lot better. Still haven't been fishing in a while, but hey, we're about to get back in the groove.
All right. That's what's up. All right, look, man, we got this word of the day, sir, and hopefully you'll break it down and give everybody what they've been looking for. Okay, we got the word of the day, and Revis, the word of the day is called gamble, and not the way that we know the word as gamble. All right, it's a fun word. Okay, gamble basically means to run or jump around playfully. All right. Now, this is the sentence. You know how the grandkids just starting wilding out and running circles around the living room for no reason? That goofy running around is exactly what it means to gamble. Think of it like your puppy getting the zoomies in the backyard on a warm spring day. All right? And then also, I pulled into the truck stop and saw two stray dogs just gambling around the fuel islands like they did not have a care in the world. Revis, come on now. Do what you do and break down this word, gamble.
You know, I like the word. It is a perfect word for today because this morning when I got up, I actually went out on the porch and I sat down. And when I sat down, there were 3 rabbits, 2 in my yard and 1 across the street. And they were running around and they was just having all the fun in the world. And I knew nothing about the word gamble, never heard of it, hadn't even looked it up yet, didn't know what the word of the day was. But that's exactly what they were doing. They were gambling. They were running around and they was having fun. And then it was cats out there. Nobody was looking. They weren't chasing them, but the rabbits were just having fun. And that is gamble. When you just when you're out having fun, you're hopping around, and you're just enjoying life. It's like being out there fishing. That's what I do. I go out there and fish. I catch a fish, and it's just like gambling for me. Because once I catch that fish, I'm jumping up and down. I'm happy and I'm like those rabbits that was in the yard. I'm having fun, and that's gamble.
Chris, how did he do, bro? Let me know.
Listen, when the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, Revis and I are going to gamble like it's 1999. Like it is, right. It's going to be outstanding. So I hate to say it though, the word gamble, Gamble, has kind of ruined this word, because I mean, you say it out loud, people are going to think, gambling, right? Putting money on, going to the casino. So it's going to, well, we need to bring it back because, gamble, the Gambol. I mean, I love that. Like, live life like you can gamble. Love it.
Okay. Revis, let's ask the audience, how did you do? All right, let's just ask the audience, how did Revis do on the word of the day? 1, if you're watching on your phone, participate, or your tablet or your laptop. 1, come on now. I'm loving how you're breaking this down. 2, why do I waste my time with you? 3, I'm not impressed, but you did okay. 4, this is a word I never heard of. I'll give you a pass. Or 5, I'm just here for the kicks and giggles. 1 through 5, let us know in the comments. How did Revis do on the word of the day? I think you did all right because I went fishing with you a couple years ago, Revis. And when I went fishing, I was probably gambling around when I caught that, when I did catch that fish. And I was like, oh, I got me one. So I was a little happy. So now that I know what gamble means, yeah, I think you did all right, Revis. I think you did okay.
Where'd you guys go fishing?
We went up to Seberwing. And
okay, yeah,
we went out. Yeah, we went out on the bay, and he caught a dogfish, and he was just happy and giddy as heck.
Tall boy, bring it back and cook it. You put it on the grill. What did you do?
Well, I ended up giving it to a family member, and I did not get the fish. I had to give it away, and I did not get any of the fish. So it is what it is. I'm not mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it. This is what the audience had to say right here. They said, "This is a word I never heard of, so I'll give you a pass." And then somebody said, "I'm just here for the kicks and giggles," and then they're like, "Come on now, I'm loving how you breaking this down." So. Apparently you did a phenomenal job, Revis. So we're gonna just give you this pass this week. Hey, you earning your keep, brother. You are really earning your keep around parts, brother. That fresh retired life, you've been bringing it, brother. We just got to work on your dance moves with that busting out with the Rick James. Once we get that part right, boy. You have no idea. I want to answer a question because it was in the comments, and I don't want anyone to get left behind. Some of the people in the back, they need to come to the front of the class and lock in. But the question was, do we turn off web and app activity? And you do not have to turn off the master web and app activity. You do not have to turn that off. And they said, turning off the old setting completely can break the helpful daily features like your personalized Google Maps shortcuts, your local weather alerts, and your automatic browser autocomplete suggestions. So instead of shutting down the whole system, you don't have to turn that off. Just focus on just not training the AI. Just leave that part alone. Just turn off save media. For the people in the back that did not get it, we got you. All right, we're trying to keep you. Come on, you gotta get on this this lab tech show train. Choo choo. Come on now. We also in the comments, you guys are watching. It says when evaluating AI generated recommendations, what's more important to you when making a purchase? All right, that's another poll question that we have for you. That's actually in the comments. Would love to know what you think about all of that. So just want to let you know when evaluating AI generated recommendations. So you're Googling something and it gives you some AI recommendations. What's more important to you when making a purchase? 1, customer reviews. 2, price. 3, brand recognition. 4, marketplace reputation. Or 5, I don't fool with AI. I just don't fool with it. Which one do you mess with? The comments on YouTube right now are saying 44% customer reviews, and they're tied with I don't fool with AI and price. Chris, that's what they're saying over there on YouTube. What do you say right here on what you see on the screen right now?
For me, it's customer reviews. I think especially since this is related to the restaurant thing that we're talking about later. I want to hear how everybody else in the area thinks about businesses and things that we're talking about. Accurate stuff that I can trust, right? Mm-hmm. And it may not necessarily be AI related. It could be Yelp. It could be TripAdvisor. It could be all kinds of stuff. I think those things are still valuable, and I think it's kind of a tease to what we're going to talking about later. I think a lot of independent business owners have too much FOMO about what's going on with AI results and SEO versus GEO. I think y'all can pump the brakes a little bit, and I think these other sites and reviews, actual real reviews, not click farm reviews, are valuable and still will be valuable when this whole thing sort of sifts out.
Okay. Revis, what about you, man? What do you think when you look at that?
Well, I think price
okay.
And brand recognition, because I'm kind of bougie. I don't use anything that's not named brand ever. So therefore, it's price and brand recognition for me.
Okay. Well, let us know your comments. You guys are active inside of the YouTube chat. We put it right here on the screen for you guys to see it right here. Let us know what you think in the comments. And just let us know how you view it and what you see, if that makes sense. We got a commercial for you guys, and let us know. What do you guys think?
You told the streets the battery lasts 3 days. So why it's at 4% and it's noon?
See? That's cap. Pure copper plated. Take them to the stand.
Case number 404, the overhyped Pro model. You claim 8K video, but this looks like it was filmed on a toaster.
The streets deserve better. We don't care about the press release. We care about the performance.
The verdict is...
If you want the truth without the corporate filter, you need to be at the lab. We keep it real.
That's why I watched the Lab Tech Show on Wednesday at 8 p.m. They got the receipts. What you waiting on?
You can watch on your phone, your TV, or your PC. This technology is here. So what you gonna do about it? All right, guys, we're going to get right back into this thing, y'all. T-Mobile. If you have a T-Mobile, T-Mobile is always in the news. I never see Verizon or AT&T with any problems. But T-Mobile, they got a lot going on. And unfortunately, Tallboy is a T-Mobile customer. But I'm pretty sure some of you guys are as well. And this is what's going on. T-Mobile is cleaning house. They're forcing people off of their grandfathered accounts that date back to 10 to 15 years ago. Plans like Simple Choice, T-Mobile One, and old Sprint rates are getting retired, and the company is cutting over 1,100 internal billing codes to simplify the operations. You do not have a choice to stay put. The switch happens automatically. Notifications are going out via text and the T-Life app, or they're going out in via text and the T-Life app. So via text message or T-Life app when you pay your bill. They're saying changes hit bills over the next few cycles. Some folks will see no price change, but others face hikes up to $6 per line. So if you do not like the new setup, your only option is picking a different current T-Mobile tier or just flat out leave completely. No questions asked. It just is what it is. Now, they're saying that the new plan offers up to 60 gigs of hotspot data. This lets you run a laptop or tablet securely from anywhere without hunting for, that Wi-Fi. You're on your own secured network. Older accounts often are throttled speeds or lack full access of modern bandwidth because the technology is definitely upgraded from 10, 15 years ago. Updated plans include expanded international roaming features that you can keep in touch with family or handle remote work while traveling overseas without a massive extra fees. So they're saying they're going to take care of all of that for you as well. Then also they're saying the 5-year price lock protection. Making this migration includes a 5-year price guarantee. This provides predictability, monthly budgeting for your cellular expenses all the way up until 2031. So you're locked in for 5 years at this rate. And then moving to the newer plans can add perks like Netflix standard with ads. And this cuts out separate subscription bills, your monthly household overhead. So basically you get Netflix with ads, unless you want to pay for no ads, right? Now, here's your concerns. They're forcing, T-Mobile is making the decision for you to say, you don't have a choice to not opt out. You have to opt out. Price hikes hits families hard. That's $6 per line. So that could be up to $24. And then also streaming services where you may have gotten Apple TV Plus for free. Now you got to pay an extra $3. T-Mobile is honoring existing free line promotions. Those lines will remain free after the migration. Modern plans come with the premium data allowances. Your phone will suffer less slowdown in crowded spaces like stadiums or airports. And then some of the things you need to worry about is some of those popular kickback programs are dead. You can no longer get money back for keeping data usage under 2 gigs. So maybe somebody who doesn't use the internet a lot or do a lot of streaming, you were getting some money back. And then hidden add-on costs are slipping in. Certain entertainment perks are transitioning into paid monthly subscriptions. So that $3 Apple TV, that's an added hidden cost that they're not telling you about. So at the end of the day, there's not much you can really do. You can contact T-Mobile to see if a customer service can move you to a cheaper modern tier like Essentials or Essential Savers, but you cannot get your original legacy plan back. And you can port your number to a competing major network like Verizon or AT&T, or you can move to another carrier like Mint Mobile or Metro by T-Mobile. Before I ask Revis and Chris their thoughts, let's ask you guys. How do you feel about T-Mobile automatically forcing customers off legacy cell phone plans? 1, it makes sense to upgrade. 2, I'm mad enough to leave. 3, I just hate the price hike. 4, it's business as usual. And 6, loyalty is a dead end now. 1 through 6, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Revis, talk to us. Talk to the people. What do you think, sir?
I think I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have T-Mobile. And the problem is T-Mobile stays in the dang headlines. There's always something going on with T-Mobile. Every time, look it, I'm just going to warn everybody that if you're just walking down the street or you're in a store or you're somewhere and you hear somebody say, yeah, then that's T-Mobile. T-Mobile is sticking it to them. I'm just saying.
This guy right here. Okay, Chris, what do you think, sir?
I've always said this. Like, if you have a problem with price, if you have a problem with when you want to book a hotel and the prices fluctuate, you have a problem with booking an airline, you have a problem with Spotify raising their rates, Netflix raising their rates, all these companies sort of raising their rates, speak with your wallet, right? If you have a problem with it, speak with your wallet. And I can't say that loud enough for people, because you know who listens? The companies who raise their prices. That's who listens, right? So if they make a mistake when they raise their prices and people say, I'm out of here, well, then they say, okay, we're gonna solve this sort of issue. The other thing is, like, when it comes to changing a carrier, it's not easy. It really isn't. Like, it's not like you just jump from, I'm gonna jump from T-Mobile to AT&T to Verizon or whomever. It's just it's not that easy. So if you don't like this and you do want to speak with your wallet, compare the real alternatives before you switch, not just the headline prices. Because if you look at the headline prices, you see the commercials. T-Mobile has tons of commercials, and of course the big ones, but MVNOs like Mint Mobile, Visible, US Mobile, Metro,
US Cellular,
US Cellular. Yeah. So like that may be a real alternative. You can get a viable cell phone, whether it's Android or whatever, and be able to use something from a prepaid situation that actually you're spending less for what you actually need. And so do the research. Like, it's not just as easy as saying, I want to do this, that, or the other. For me, it was more important to have coverage in the areas I was in mostly. So, that's a big deal for a lot of people. So they're like, listen, I can't go with T-Mobile because when I went here or I went here and I went here, I wasn't getting coverage. My phone was a paperweight. So that's just a big deal. And so that has to do it. But the big thing with anybody raising their rates is it's gonna happen. You're not gonna be grandfathered into some plan for 85 years. It's gonna, things are gonna change.
Prices are gonna eventually go up. Yeah.
Yeah. Speak with your wallet.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that some people are in the comments saying I have no dog in this fight. And I've always said tech companies do not want to be the bad guy, but they want to make money. They're always looking for profit. And if one company is successful and you're saying you have no dog in this fight today, that's fine.
Yeah.
But trust and believe within the next 24 months, if company A was successful, do not think that company B through Z is not going to say, you know what? I think we need to try the same thing. So keep that in. No, I'm just saying, keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So
Raise all ships.
Somebody's got to take a chance and say, how far can I push the limits? So even though you're saying you have no dog in this fight because of whoever your provider is, now this is not for everybody. I'm just letting you guys know this is for people who have had legacy accounts and you've been grandfathered in for 10 or 15 years. Everybody's not going to get a price increase. So let's make sure that clarification is out there. But if you've had or been grandfathered into a cell phone plan for over, since 2015, 2017, before the pandemic, you're probably going to be having a text message or a phone call, inside a message inside of your app saying some of this stuff is going to be changing. So just keep that in mind. All right. That's all I'm saying. Loyalty is a dead end now. You got to take care of yourself. I mean, these companies are telling you left, right, up, and down. They're just flat out telling you. They're telling you what it is. They're saying, hey, y'all, we just want our pockets greased. That's just what it is. What did I say last week? If you were watching the show last week, I made a statement saying that if you knew that Netflix was going to lock you in for 5 years, 7 years at $18.99, would you take that deal versus taking the $8.99, $9.99, $10.99, $12.99 every 6 months to a year? Because you guys get frustrated all the time when you say, oh, Netflix is going up or this streaming service is going up. But if they told you that this is the price for the next 5 years, would you lock in at that price, or would you take the introductory price and know that this is what it is? For the ones who live in apartment complexes, is that not what they do? They lock you into a price, and once they lock you into the price, and once your term is up, they raise the rent, and then you're like, oh, they went up $40. Oh, they just went up $80. Oh, they went up $120. It's time for me to go. Is that not what they do? They put it right in your face, right dead smack in your face. So, for the ones who saying that they don't have no dog in this fight, oh, you'll be affected soon. You'll be affected real soon. So just keep that in mind. What'd you say, Revis?
So I apologize. Thank you for putting me straight, tall boy. Because I'm not going to talk about people. I'm not going to talk about people from T-Mobile talking about, because I might be saying it too 6 months from now. I'm just saying. So thanks for putting me straight on there.
Okay. We talk about this every week. And each week, I told you, we give you a formula at the end of the show. And the goal is for you to walk away saying, I did not think about this. Yeah, they are doing this. You know what? I don't like this. And Chris laid a very valuable point. Your money talks. That griping and complaining and sending out emails, all that's nice. But when they don't have no more money coming in and everybody chose to go to provider B through Z instead of A, what can we do? What can we do to get you to come back? Pull up on us, please come back. That's what they're gonna do. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's all we can really share with you. All right, we got the brands, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Did you know that we're on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, and Roku and Amazon Fire? Come on, check us out, man. We doing some big things over here. We done leveled up. And you know what? If you would like to support the show in any way, shape, form, or fashion, if you're watching on a tablet or a phone, you can scan that QR code and it will take you to Cash App or PayPal respectfully. Or you could just type in the information right there. And, why not support us? $5, $10, $20. Are we worth it? Hey, we got to keep the lights on, right? It is a real talk, real tech, real impact. And you know what? Tall boy says, think big, think tall boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit. And think tall boy, because he said so and he is doing it. All right, that's what we're doing. It is the brands. Let's see. Is Chris over there dancing? Oh, no, I don't think he over there dancing. Stop, Chris. Stop it.
I can't compare with Revis, man. I can't compare with his dancing.
Well, I think you got a little bit more rhythm than he does, brother. Because that 1 and 3, I wasn't feeling that with Revis today, bro. I'm like, come on,
I like
man.
TBTT. Think big, think tall. I like that, man.
I like that. That's what's up. Hey guys, we got something that we really need to talk about because throughout this whole show, we have been discussing with you AI, right? And we all got to eat. We all have to eat. And some things that we need to think about is AI is not helping the restaurants. You go out of town or you go to your local area and you're like, hey, I'm looking for something to eat, and you're Googling it. And I'm saying all of this in real time because someone just asked me of a local restaurant and I Googled it and it gave me some recommendations. And I'm like, I don't know where this spot is. I don't know that. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, you need to go here. You need to go there. And then he hit me left field and said, he's vegan. And I'm like, you didn't tell me that. So now I'm trying to find vegan restaurants in Atlanta, and I could not find anything. So they gave me some AI recommendations, and I'm like, I don't know where that spot is. I can't tell you what this is. So basically, people are moving away from traditional search engines toward AI chat assistants for restaurant advice. The problem is that AI engines do not work like a phone book or a map. They look for every business and a zip code. Instead, they write custom answers using only the sources they trust, like Wikipedia, Reddit, or major editorial publications. This is what AI is doing. They're not looking for the zip code. They're not looking for Google reviews. They're saying, hey, Wikipedia said this about you. Reddit said this about you. Somebody said something about you. A blog said something about you, because they're crawling the web trying to find the answers, right? But the Google reviews, they're not looking at that. And they said if a restaurant does not have a digital footprint in those specific places, the AI ignores it completely. So small independent or local eateries are being shut out of these conversations because they rely on Google Maps and Yelp, which many AI tools do not prioritize. You've heard, hey, give me a Google review, give me a Yelp review. Well, AI does not prioritize that. So they're saying that by knowing that AI misses many spots, you can avoid relying on it for high-stake plans like your birthday or an anniversary, where you want the best local experience rather than a generic top 5 list. Because that's what it's going to say. Go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly what it did when I typed it in for my friend. And it was like, I don't know these places. So being aware of this bias allows you to intentionally support local neighborhood joints, but by searching for them directly on maps, that's what I had to do. I had to say, no, I know this vegan place over here. I don't know about this one that they're recommending. So somebody went and gave a review on a blog or on a website, and AI recommended. I'm like, I can't vouch for that. When you travel, you can now check multiple sources, to see if a recommendation is actually a local favorite or just a popular name that the AI recognizes. And then also, since AI often defaults to large chains, look past those suggestions to find places that offer better value, which is often a priority for experienced diners, all right? And then always avoid the tourist traps. AI engines tend to repeat the same few famous names. Knowing this helps you hunt for the little hidden local eateries, all right, that actually match your specific taste and preferences when you choose to go out and eat. Now, AI is just really giving you the loudest options. It is not necessarily recommending what is best for you. It's just picking what recognizes from a tiny pile of data. So if you don't know nobody in a certain city, you're gonna Google it, and now when you Google it, remember Google is now pulling from AI. You need to ask somebody that you may be around and say that, or that's from that area, and say, what do you recommend? All right. So small businesses, they define the city's culture or our staples are being ignored, and that's going to hurt the economy. They're going to have to shut down because there's no, they're not getting recommended. So we have to open up and say a couple things to the AI and say, hey, no. This is what we need to do. So, my question to you before I give this over to Revis, a new study shows AI leaves out over 80% of local restaurants. How do you feel about this gap? 1, it ruins a great local spot. 2, I only trust word of mouth. 3, good, keep my spots quiet. 4, I will stick to real maps. Or 5, tech shapes what we eat now. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. Revis, talk to me, man.
Hey, Well, we talked about it today. We talked about how we're training AI. And if we're training AI, we need to speak up on certain things. When you go to certain places, you pull up their menu, pull up their address or something, and that's one way that we train them. And AI can't miss as long as you do that. So the thing about it is they're taking over, but we're training them. Pay me.
Run me
There's
my
going to be a
coin.
lot of places. There's going to be a lot of places that's going to go out of business. That's like when Walmart took over. When they took over, they were a
Urban
big
sprawl.
brand, and all those small companies. That's right. All those small companies, the small stores and stuff, they went out of business. And we don't want that to happen to the restaurant business. Hey, if you got a restaurant, a local restaurant that you like, and you know about it, but AI isn't telling people about it, you need to tell people about it. And all you have to do is pull it up on your phone. Pull it up on your phone. Talk about it. Because when you do that, you're training AI, and now AI is going to recommend it to people.
Chris?
That's it.
Yeah, I agree with Revas. I think, listen, some of my favorite restaurants are small independent restaurants. They're not chain restaurants, and so we want those to thrive in our areas for sure. But I do feel like there's a huge FOMO, fear of missing out, as it relates to what was search engine optimization that's now GEO, or that's like AI results for restaurants especially. And I think if you're an independent, listen, we're talking about restaurants, and I know this article was based on that, but this really, any business this applies to, and that is you have to add structured data, which is schema markup, to your website. And if you don't know what that is, Google it, and you can get some great videos or assign it to you, whoever has put together your website. It's the single most cited fix. It's markup that explicitly tells AI systems your business type, if you're a restaurant, your cuisine, your location, your hours, your price range, that's in like machine readable format, not just human readable text. And if an independent restaurant in your area, you can have that conversation with them, like, you're not getting pulled up on AI. Like, here's, let's get with your webmaster and get you found in these things. That's what gets, AI actually reads, and it reads, your local press editorial coverage, your food blogger write-ups, your best of roundup articles. Yes, Reddit, Wikipedia, like Tallboy mentioned. But like Reddit and Wikipedia, those are sort of like distant things for independent restaurants. But I also feel like just get this isn't something like, oh my God, the end is near because nobody's finding me in AI results. Like 3 weeks later, it'll change. Like, these things all change all of the time. And I think we just don't need to feel like you just need to start paying attention to it. Get the schema markup on your website. Get that handled. It just is an additive thing, not something you need to completely change everything. Like, SEO is dead, right? Now it's GEO. Now it's AI. Like, we don't need to, like, that's not what we need to do. We need to just kind of like add this. This is what's happening. But listen, I don't know about you, but Tallboy, I'm not going to ChatGPT for restaurant recommendations. I don't trust it for that. I trust Yelp. Yelp for me has worked, 99 times out of 100 when I'm in Greenville, South Carolina, and I want to find a Caribbean restaurant or something that I want to eat, and I'm looking at reviews, actual people who have ate at those restaurants, and I'm looking through those apps. Those are the things I trust. I throw it into ChatGPT. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and then I ended up doing other clicks because I'm not ready to trust those kinds of things yet. So I think if you're especially independent restaurant owner, don't worry too much about you not showing up yet. Just work on the schema markup, and I think you'll be fine.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because here's some solutions. Restaurants or just any service-based job, right? You need to, and he said it, schema markup, right? Use specific keywords. Do not just type best dinner. Type descriptive phrases like crispy wood-fired pizza crust or authentic shrimp with holy basil to force the AI to look at detailed customer reviews, right?
Sounds good. I'm hungry now.
Oh, God, here he goes, right? Use the AI for ideas. Always verify the restaurant exists and check its current operating hours on Google Maps or, a direct business directory. James was trying to get me to build a decision maker for restaurants. And I'm like, bro, I hear you, but I don't know if I really want to go down that road, right? Yeah, he's over there building some stuff, but that's another conversation for another day. And then sometimes you just got to drop the AI occasionally and just go with word of mouth, or just go with just asking somebody, or just take a drive. I know gas prices are high, I do know that, but you may just find a hidden gem here or there, right? And then what restaurants need to do. All right. Now, restaurants, if you're a restaurant owner and you're watching this, you need to reach out to some local food writers. I mean, you can Google that. You need to reach out to some city magazines and regional travel blogs. Editorial inclusions account for 40% of AI dining citations. So they're literally writing for you. Invite them out to your restaurant.
Yes.
You can do that. Hey, if you're going to be in the Atlanta area for this festival, this concert, you're going to be in New Orleans for this event, if you're going to be in New York for this concert, stop at my restaurant. I would love for you to give me a review on what you think. Encourage a detailed review.
Probably should have been doing that already.
Stop asking customers just to give you 5 stars. Ask them to write a full sentence naming the specific dishes that they ate at. That they had, or wait times. How long was the wait? Or what was the vibe like? Let them know that. And then also ensure that your restaurant name, address, and phone number are identical across all. That means that's Google, OpenTable, and embed your menu as a clean text on your website instead of saying, hey, here's a PDF or a QR code. This is what helps you as a business owner. And it's funny that we're having this whole discussion, and I'm mad at myself because I went to the dentist today, right? And my dentist was like, oh, I'm good. I'm Gucci over here. She's not probably happy, but hey, it is what it is, right? I went to the dentist and I was like, you know what? As I'm reading this article, I'm like, maybe she might need some help. And she said, oh, I'm fully booked. I'm good. But how AI finds the dentist? I literally created that while I was waiting for my turn, and I was going to present this to her, but she told me she was Gucci. She said she was good. So I said, well, you know what? Let me keep my mouth shut. So if she watches the show, hey, I already did this for her. But she told me she was good, so all righty. But you see it right there on the screen. Restaurants can do the same thing. Massage therapy companies can do the same thing. Any other service-based business can do the same thing that you see right there on the screen. All right. I mean, it's all right there. This is everything that we're talking about. So it's right there. It's in plain English. There's the blueprint. I gave you the blueprint. You cannot say Tallboy did not give it to you. If you're a lawyer and you're looking, use that as the blueprint. Use it. Reach out to Tallboy.
How many cavities you get, Tallboy?
I ain't had no cavities, bro. I got my teeth clean, brother. Stop playing, bro.
Yeah, they're super white.
It's always one in the group, bro.
Look at you. Look at here. You put the blueprint out there. If somebody want to use it, but don't forget to donate where you came from. You know
know what? Yeah. Reach out to Tallboy and say, hey, Tallboy, you know what? Here's $20 just for your. Hey, can I just book a moment of your time? Come on, help me out. She acted like she didn't need the help. I'm not trying to throw her under the bus. She just was like, I'm booked and busy. Like she said, I'm blessed. I'm one of the blessed dentists. And I also found out a lot of the local dentists, I know we're talking about restaurants, but a lot of the local dentists are now selling to corporate companies. So now you're just now another number as opposed to that personal touch and that personal connection that you have with your local dentist. So where she's located, she's good. I mean, if you miss that appointment, you may not see another appointment for about 3 or 4 months, or you on that cancellation list and somebody cancel, they'll slide you in. You better not cancel. She good, but every other dentist may need that, right? Use that and apply that with restaurants as well. That's all we can really throw out there for you, if that makes sense. So hopefully that helps a few people, and you go from there. So time to party, y'all. Oh, yeah. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the subscribe button? Come on now. Did you do something? I've been giving you these gems. I've been telling you how we roll. We need you to embrace this technology. We got you. It's called the Lab Tech Show, y'all.
Show game.
Come on now. Now, y'all vibing. Y'all like, what the hell? I like this beat. Hey, we're building. Now, look. I need y'all to join us. So I need you to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because we go live every Wednesday at 8, and we do not do CP time. I told Chris, you can do WP time, but we don't do CP time, all right? So pull up. Embrace this technology. Tall boy. What is it called? The Lab Tech Show. Hey, come on. Oh, there we go. Where'd he go? All right, we got to go back. There we go. All right, yeah, that's what it is. So look, we've been giving you all these gems, been telling you everything that you need to know, and hopefully, you guys are getting, some good information out of this. So this is what it is.
Hold up. OG Logic Link here. You just caught a piece of the formula. Everything we drop here adds up to exactly that. Stay locked in, but don't play yourself. Tap that subscribe button. And do me a favor, send this show to somebody who needs to level up. Put them on game. OGLL, we out.
All right, y'all. This is what it is. Who is going to be your next AI assistant? I'm not talking about your next LLM model. Who is going to be your next AI assistant? Everybody's like, what the hell is he talking about, y'all? Well, the tech world is preparing for a major shift. And basically, we're asking you a question, and it gives a quick answer. The real jump happens when AI moves from a basic tool to a true personal assistant that actually understands your habits, your family, your schedule, and your stressors. Now, a real assistant takes years to train because, they have to learn your patterns and they earn your trust. So right now, major companies like Google, Apple, Meta, and OpenAI are fighting to be your next assistant. Now, they're all saying, hey, we got a winner, but the winner will not be the company with the smartest software. It will be the company, and I'm going to say this once again, it will be the company that it will be the company that already owns the operating system on your phone, because Apple and Google controls the actual device in your pocket. So will it be Apple? Will it be Google? Will it be another player? They already have your location data. They have your text history and your daily routines locked down. That's your assistant, your phone. Y'all like, huh? Yeah, your phone, it know everything about you. And then it's listening to you, because as soon as you say the Lab Tech Show, it start coming down your feed. You start saying McDonald's, it start coming down your feed. You start saying a certain name, it starts coming down. It knows you. It knows what you like. Now, the assistant can review family calendars, doctor appointments, home repair schedules. It handles the booking and rearranging without opening an app. And also by connecting with home systems, the assistant notices when the filters need changing or appliances show wear. It can even order the parts or schedule services before the breakdown occurs if you connect your phone to the home assistant. Instead of opening 3 different apps to book a trip, the assistant talks to your airline, hotel, and the rental car services simultaneously to bundle the entire plan. Did I not show here or previously on the Lab Tech Show how you can just go into Perplexity and you can say, I'm looking for certain grocery items? Well, how do you think Tallboy made it to my last trip? I put in where I wanted to go. I said, use these 3 airlines. It found me the cheapest flight, and we found a flight for under $1,000 to do what I needed to do. The system tracks recurring bills, subscription renewals, and insurance expirations, flags price jumps, and handles the cancellations. So if the price raises, if you got it set up properly, your phone is already doing it. Now, most people just got the phone and say, I just know how to take pictures and dial. But this is your assistant. You always say, I wish I had an assistant, y'all. I wish I had an assistant. Well, you got one. It's right there in your hand. Well, why should you care? The technology will not be optional. It will be baked directly into your next phone or your smart device you purchase. These phones are getting better, y'all. It can do everything for you. This is not about learning new software programs. It's about a system that actively observes your daily movements, reads your emails, and listens to your habits. If you do not understand who owns the assistant, you are handing your entire digital life over to a single corporation without realizing what they're tracking. We just told you about the first article, how they're tracking you, training you on AI. You didn't even know that. It's not to knock anybody. We just wanted to put you on game. But your assistant is in your hand and you use it every day. So I want you to just start thinking about it. I don't understand the tech. It goes over my head. Well, this is why the Lab Tech Show is here. We're breaking it down so you can see why it makes sense for you. All right. And then we're going to give you the formula momentarily. If one tech giant wins the assistant war, they control the recommendations you see. Didn't we just talk about Fox buying Roku the other day? They have all of your data. They know your email. They know your watch history. They know everything. And now they can put targeted ads right in front of you. If you buy a Vizio TV, Walmart knows how to shop for you. They're going to put stuff in front of you. If you bought one of them Walmart TVs that was $180 and you're like, ooh, that's a good deal. Walmart did that strategically. You don't think these phones not going to do the same thing? So look, at the end of the day, it is really about the software integration and the hardware control, not a specific LLM. It's not about ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Grok. It's not about that. Any tech company can license or build a smart LLM model. The brain itself is becoming a commodity. The real power belongs to the software layer that connects that brain to your physical device. If ChatGPT or Claude builds the smartest LLM in the world, it still loses if Apple or Google blocks that model from reading your phone's GPS or your Apple Watch or health data. The winner is the software that has permission to run directly on the edge of your hardware. Before I ask Chris his thoughts, real briefly, Chris, because I got some things I need to talk about. You guys let us know. You got to type this one out. We're not even going to give you a poll question. Who do you think will end up owning your future AI assistant? Let us know in the comments. Who do you think will end up owning? Chris, talk to the people.
Well, I think the article you're referring to was written by a guy who is invested in Nest, right? And so that's affiliate. That's they make devices that connect with other devices, right? And so, I mean, that's I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that if someone has Apple devices and then they say, oh, this is here's a watch that connects with all my other Apple stuff. And here's a camera that I put on the outside of my house that connects with my other Apple devices. And then but are you really selecting the best devices for you? And, that whole sort of ecosystem that you're feeding. And I think what's dangerous for me is I'm not a I'm not a proponent of saying, okay, I love this brand's devices and all of their devices. Like, I think Samsung makes great televisions. I'm not so sure they make great there's some other devices I'm not a fan of the refrigerators, or these other things they're making, and so I think you've got to make the best choice for you as it relates to what you're doing. And I think it's very dangerous for us to put all of those eggs in one basket and to say all these things are connected and all of these things know everything about our, bio information, our biometrics, our calendar, our conversations, our location. All of that is concentrated into one company's hands. I think that's where I get a little bit, it feels a little weird to me. And, like, do I really need this device, or do I need all of these things connecting? Is it something that is so groundbreaking for me as a content creator? I need to have everything Apple, or I need to have everything Google, or I need to have everything Amazon, or whatever it is. Just doesn't make sense to me. Sometimes the most capable assistant may not be, chosen by consumers on the merits. It may just be, whoever company already has the most devices in your life. And that's really, that favors the incumbents, right? Apple, Google, Amazon. I think for me, I get excited about hearing about new devices, and Tallboy, you're the same way. You go out to all these, conferences, and you see all these great devices made by companies that aren't those the companies, and maybe smaller AI focused companies where it really could serve you better. And so that's that, that whole thing to me with that whole device centric thing, I've never really subscribed to it. I have devices from Amazon and Sonos and Apple and Samsung and Google all over my house, and I find the one that works best for me. And I just feel like having all my eggs in that basket for a from a security standpoint just feels a little weird to me.
Revis, I said brief, Chris. Golly, that was a long thesis, bro. I said brief.
You should know. I'll never be back on the show. I don't know what brief means. You did a whole
segment, brother, but we get what you're saying, and I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Revis, real brief. What do you think?
Well, I think that it's going to be probably Google, and as you said earlier, that they're listening to you. And if you don't believe they're listening to you, I haven't done something on this show in a long time, and I'm going to do it now. So just to let you know that they're listening to you. Alexa, play James Brown, I Feel Good. I'm just saying. I did that right there. Did your Alexa just play James Brown? I'm saying they're listening to you. Everything you say, everything you do, they're learning.
Great point of view, Chris. Apple, they already got me by the short hairs. Memoir said, damn, he long-winded. Damn. We still love you, Chris, but we got to bust your chops, bro. We got to get you, bro. Look, you got to pay attention to this, all right? Like, we're showing you what this is. And the person that basically predicted this, the one that Chris was saying, he owns the Nest cameras. This is this guy here, Tony Fadell. This is who he is. So pay attention to he created the Nest. It connected to the home, right? Your Google or Android phone, right? So they're listening all the time. Think about that. Just think about it. I love the feedback. Though a dissertation, it was a great point of view. I agree. Hey, they being honest, bro. It's the show. I love you though, Chris. Chris is like, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Chris say he gonna come back, but he only coming for one article.
They getting you, boy. Chris,
no, you gave me 23 minutes to prep, so this is what you get.
Oh my God, I can't with this guy. I can't. All right, y'all. we got something that we need to talk about. We got the formula. All right. This is what it is. Everybody, all 4 of these articles make sense, right? And they all have their reasons why they're here. And at the end of the day, Google uses your media. They upload search media, and it is now used to train Google's AI. You got T-Mobile plan changes. Holding on to an old plan is automatically changing in a few days. And then they're saying most restaurants missing in AI. A study shows most restaurants are missing from AI recommendations. And then the battle for your AI assistants. Big tech is fighting to own your future AI assistant. The race is on. All of this equals up to your money, your data, your choices, your future. You need to be informed today so you can still be in control tomorrow. And remember, the word of the day was gamble. And remember, these are movies or moves by today's nabobs. Last week, right? Nabobs. Revis, you remember what the definition was for nabob?
Could you
a rich person. A rich person. Right. Oh my God. They raise prices, you pay more. They change the rules, you lose options. They take it back, you lose access. They collect the data, you lose privacy. That means power stays in their hands. The impact hits yours. Don't get left behind. This is why it all matters. This is why I ask you guys to please watch the show. Please partake, because you didn't think all of this stuff connected. And then now we're showing you what it means. And it's like, wow, I never even looked at it like that. So this is why it matters. This is the formula. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Where is our guy? Here he is. We tapped into the hype. You got the playbook. We discussed it. And now you got the formula.
All right, everybody. Guess what? It's that time. We got merch. Tall Boy got merch. I got merch. TBJ has merch. Look it. We got something for everybody. Just go to shop.tallboy.us. Hey, we don't do relations, but we do planes. That's right. We don't do relationship. We do planes. So go to shop.tallboy.us and you can get anything you want. Some great gift ideas. And it's something for everybody in every size, every color. That's right. Hey, and if you see that QR code in the center of the screen, make sure you click on that QR code. You got to be on your computer or you got to be on your television. But if you scan that with your phone, it'll take you directly to shop.tallboy.us. Look it. Do you like to fish? We got hats for fishing. That's right. We got t-shirts. We got things for the beach. We got something for the babies. We got something for everybody. That's right. We have pillows and mugs, and we have all type of mouse pads. You name it, we got it. That's right. We have something for everybody. Go to shop.tallboy.us. You need a tote bag? We got it. Look at here. TBJ got one. And all you got to do is go to shop.tallboy.us. Hey, and you can also stand on potty for the babies. That's right. We got things for the babies. We got hats. Look at. Go to shop.tallboy.us. Hey, and we got something for everybody. We got something in every size. We got something in every color. You don't have to stand on potty. Hey, look at here. We can be the potty. Go to shop.tallboy.us. Hey, and pick up your merch today. And don't forget to send us a picture so we can highlight you on the Lab Tech Show. That's right. Shop.tallboy.us. We'll see you there.
Well, that's what it is, y'all. Shop.tallboy.us. Get your merch. Support me. Support Revis. Support the Lab Tech Show. The lights got to stay on. And instead of you just giving us money, we're saying, hey, have some product that you can have as a conversation starter in your local community and in your neighborhood. So support us. Shop.tallboy.us. Look, we got a couple things real briefly before we get up out of here. Tallboy does. I seen it in the comments. Y'all over there saying, hey, happy birthday, Tallboy. It is this Saturday. It's another trip around the sun. So if you would like to support in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you can. that's what it is. I plan on getting my crab legs and my cheesecake some way, shape, form, or fashion. So I tell people all the time. And Chris, do you get celebrated for your birthday? Honestly, be honest, Chris. Do you get celebrated for your birthday?
I mean, kinda. Not really.
This is what I tell people all the time. Women and kids get celebrated. That's what they do. Women and kids get celebrated. Men don't get celebrated. Revis, do you get celebrated for your birthday?
Not at all.
So I tell people all the time, I know y'all not going to give me no money. I would love $20, $30, $40. I would love that. But this is what I tell people. How much is it for a pound of crab legs? How much is it for a slice of cheesecake? I'm not worth that to y'all. I'm just saying, am I not worth a slice of cheesecake to y'all? Am I not worth a pound of crab legs? Just make it make sense. Now, I do have an Amazon list that y'all more than welcome to support all day long, every day, up and down. But I always tell people, if I brought any value to you, let's break bread over a slice of cheesecake, over a pound of crab legs, and that's how we roll. So if you would like to support in any way, shape, form, or fashion, feel free to do so. But that's just how I roll. Now, on top of that, I just went to this thing called Podcast Summit. I know we're over our time. I did not plan to, I didn't think the show was going to go over this way, but hey, it is what it is. But we did go to Podcast Summit, and I was able to pick up some tools. And I would like for you to, stick around for a few minutes if you can. If you can, I completely understand. Somebody said, yes, you're worth it. You drop gems, and I appreciate the show. So, but here's this video. Please do not leave. All right. Please do not leave. Watch this and tell me what you think. And then we'll kind of recap this. Chris, you do podcasting, and this might be of some value to you as well.
I want you people counted out. I don't know your story yet, but your energy will tell me that somebody excited to be here. I said, if you know why you here, if you know why you made this investment, if you know there ain't nobody else like you, I just need you to take one moment and make some noise for yourself.
I've done everything you did. I did it with the job. I did it with the wife. I did it with kids. You don't need a team. You need to be the hardest working person ever. You keep walking right by me, bro. Like, golly. How you doing, boy? You all right?
Here's the game that we created. This is the game for couples, families, relationships, small groups, you name it.
So coming in something like this is where you can actually meet people, because when you go home, how many people are actually podcasting in your neighborhood.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Alicia Little was speaking, and to hear her speak about AI, I love AI. I'm all in on AI. Got a chance to meet Omar in the hallway, and everybody was just so relatable. It's like you can walk up and talk to them.
If you're good at communicating and you're delivering your information and it's concise and people on the replay could watch and connect, then obviously the platform is going to distribute your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's game right there.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, my brethren! What's going on, bro?
Bless man, how's life treating you?
Well, apparently I'm small because I can't cross the line. You big time.
Nah, this is one of the hardest working man I've seen. You been we were doing them doggone red carpets.
I'm just a low man on the totem pole, bro. Trying to up the production game. That's it, bro.
Wow. Casey native and now ACL transplant. Somebody needs to tell him.
Oh, you my dog. This is what we doing. Let's go ahead and do life together. I got me your brother now. I got me your brother, dog.
Sometimes you just never know who you're talking to, but
David Shands was saying the art of the interview. That showed us how the art of the interview can be mastered.
So I got the only two exclusives?
Exclusive, my brother.
Exclusives?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Appreciate you, fam. I appreciate it.
Sir, likewise. Selling is a lifestyle.
I appreciate this. You have no idea how hard it is to get a David Shands Pokemon card.
You had to have been
E.T. Lansing's finest, right? He came out with the motivational speech and basically, treat it as a gift. This is not a hobby. I am, I will, I must. So what more can you ask for?
Here to make more impact, here to make more. I dare you to get on the stage next year. I dare you to be sitting there, and then next year you're going to be a presenter telling people I can step all the way in the back and not get out of your way. I will! I must! I can! I will! I must!
So that's what Podcast Summit was all about. Basically, anybody that is into podcasting and you wanted to learn actionable steps, how to get monetized, how to do your thing and say, hey, just being consistent, or saying, I want to create a system behind what I have. So it's not just necessarily just podcasting, because if some people may not know some of the people that were there, but Kev on Stage is a comedian. Let me see, Eric Thomas, the world-renowned hip hop preacher, public speaker. You had David Shands that was out there, Omar El-Takori, Donnie Wiggins. They had a lot of people there. Words Taylor, Cynthia Respert. There was a lot of people just teaching AI. Alicia Little teaching AI. So, I mean, this was here to say, hey, this is how you can leverage it. Create super agents. So some of this stuff I was already doing, but they showed me how to connect the dots, if that makes sense. And if you're not familiar with Podcast Summit, I highly recommend that you guys look it up. I did tell some people if they watched the show, because I told them, I said, look, guys, if you link up with me, meet me there, take a picture with me, I will definitely like to collaborate with you. And these are some of the people that I actually met, like actual real people that are actually out there podcasting, doing their own thing. Some of these people may be on the show or on a future episode. So these were actual real people who paid money to go to this event. And then you also had some of the celebrities that were there, as in Eric Thomas, Kev on Stage in the middle in the green, Donnie Wiggins down there at the bottom in the middle, El-Takori, Eric Thomas, and then David Shands in the top left. These were all the people that, you wanted to be around because they're successful. They have huge YouTube followings, and I can't thank them enough for sharing their wisdom and giving us some tips. Here's a couple things real quick before we get up out of here. This is what Cynthia Respert shared with us. And so you can take a snapshot of this or come back and watch this again. This was Chris Sane. This is what he had to offer. And then Words Taylor, never met the guy before, never heard of him before, but then this is what he basically said: turn your podcast into profit. He literally was giving the game away. So like I said, this was very valuable insights, and it was worth the price of admission. And I know that we don't really have time to talk much about it, but I wanted to at least highlight Podcast Summit and say this was worth every penny. I was not expecting. I mean, I took my last couple dollars, y'all, and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and invest in this and make this work. So, but look, if you would like to support, Cash App, PayPal, that's what you can do right there. The information is right there on the screen. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I do know I'm going to find me some crab legs and some cheesecake. And it will not be at the Cheesecake Factory. Sammy, I'm on my way. It's a place called Sammy's Cheesecake. And Mama D's birthday. Y'all showing me love. Let me get myself on the screen. Mama D, her birthday is 2 days after mine. So I got to say happy birthday to Mama D as well, because that's my ride or die. If y'all don't know, Mama D, she be tapping in and checking on me throughout the week. And somebody who did not know anything about technology, her and Lisa Maria have really supported. Sheila Baker's out there. Joyce is out there. One Heart CPR is out there. I mean, y'all are out there, but Mama D and Lisa Maria I appreciate y'all, and I want to make sure that they get their flowers too when it's their birthday as well. So definitely want to say that's what it is. Thank y'all so much. Chris, tell us real briefly, sir, all about who you are and where they can find you at.
I am Chris Stone at castahead.net.
That's it. Man, that was brief. Revis, anything you want to throw out there in these streets?
Hey, you were just talking about Mama D. Look at Mama D checks on me. We interact. I love that woman. And happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining us, Chris. Hope you come back in the future. Just make it short, okay?
This guy, man, you really throwing shots, bro. Oh, I do have to throw out Nikki Hammer because Nikki Hammer is showing some love over there on another platform that I do not even rock with. So I gotta definitely say, Nikki Hammer, hey, you are the MVP because most people don't even know about some of these other platforms, and you like, hey, I'll be over here. I'm gonna pull up. So thank you, Nikki Hammer, as well. Look, guys. Somebody said that was dope. Nikki streams your show on Chatter. She does. So shout out. Oh, Memoirs of a Shy Girl. She be on LinkedIn. She's my accountability partner on LinkedIn, y'all. She be like, look, I like these little reels. So everybody, I don't know if I shared this with y'all because y'all seen the video, but if this is your first time watching or you did not know, we finally made 1,000 followers, y'all. I think that deserves a round of applause. Yeah, we did it. We finally made 1,000 followers. Now we just got to get the watch hours. And so where are we at with watch hours? I know we're at the end of the show. Do apologize, but we here. Watch hours real briefly. We need 4,000 watch hours, and we are literally at YouTube Studio, and we're going to go here. We are at 2,358 watch hours. So if you could just go to the Lab Tech Show, you're about to go to sleep, maybe over the weekend, just throw on a playlist, look for our old live show, let the TV run overnight, get some value out of what we have over 240 something episodes that are live shows on top of micro content, on top of dedicated content. So feel free to just put it on a playlist. Help us get to that 4,000 so we can start making some coin around here, y'all. So come on. That's what it's all about. Chris, I cannot thank you enough for pulling up over here to the Lab Tech Show. Brought that value. And I don't think y'all really see what Chris is doing over there. Y'all see the TV screen in the back, how you got the thumbnail already looking all extra crispy with the 2 guitars. Chris, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you.
I said no questions asked. He came, he saw, he delivered, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So, thank y'all so much.
I made it. Mama, I made it.
Look, we're on other people's streams, and I was like, you know what? We need to start getting on each other's streams. And I was like, Chris, you down? And Chris was like, come on, let's do it, bro. You good people, bro. I rock with you. So
even though you're down in Buckhead in that bougie area,
man, don't tell people where I live at, man. Now they're gonna be knocking on my door. They're gonna think I got $5. You know,
they can't find you there. They can't find you there.
Memoirs of a Shy Girl said, I love Chris. You have the easiest site to remember. Wow. Let us know, how did Chris do on the show, y'all? Let us know. Give Chris some love. Let him. Yeah. Let Chris know. Let Chris know how he did.
Let me know how I did with my dissertation. Yeah. We're
gonna give you love, man. We're gonna do right by you. How did Chris do on the show? And be honest. What did you think of Chris on the show? Let us know in the comments. How did you think of Chris as a guest? So if you're still here,
I appreciate you having me, Tallboy, and Revis. You know, Saginaw After Dark. Everybody tune in on Cinemax, and his fishing show where he's catching. Where do you fish most, Revis?
There's a place called Beaverton. I go to Beaverton, and there's a place. Yes, and there's a place down in Fenton that I go to.
In Fenton, okay. I know.
Yes,
I know where it is.
They have Twin Lakes down there, and I go down there and fish.
When Tallboy and you went fishing, where did you go?
We went to Sebelwing.
Oh,
man,
okay.
Y'all need to have this conversation behind the scenes, y'all, because they we have no idea which y'all. We have no idea
Revis
which y'all.
and I are going to have a Michigan fishing podcast, man. We're gonna do that.
Hey,
Okay. All right, y'all. Look, I appreciate all y'all for the birthday wishes. Thank y'all. Mama D, happy birthday. Anybody that has a birthday that is cancer, team cancer, wishing y'all a happy birthday as well. We got to stick together because, you know, they think that we be getting in our feelings and all. You know, we really don't. We just tell it like a TI is. So thank y'all so much. Chris, phenomenal job. Get some merch. Support the show.
Happy 65th. Happy 65th
I ain't
birthday,
65, bro. No, I ain't even 50 yet. When I hit 50, I'm gonna be like, oh, I hit the big one, y'all. No, I'm just playing. But no, it'll be Team 47, y'all. So Team 47. So life has taught me to just go after it, man. Life is too short. Go live your life. You know, I'll get on a plane and get up out of here real quick. So life is too short. Go live. Because life is not promised tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. So that's what I've learned in 47 years of life. No one's not going to give it to me. You just got to go take it. And that's what we've been doing. We've been just taking it, building this show up. And we thank all of you guys. Please tell 2 or 3 people what we got going on because we do believe in what we're doing. And it's got some value in it. So if you think it is, share it with 2 or 3 people. Support the show. Buy some merch. Support me, support Revis. Go check out Chris's content, and we'll be back next week. Check out the outro. Tell us what you think.
No matter the coast, from the north to the south, we put the game from the lab in your house. You got the word of the day. We broke it all down. It is coming like it or not, all over the town. The vision is set, now it is time to execute. Take what you learned, get out of your way. Build up your legacy, make it come true. We back next week at 8. It is on you. It's on you.
You already know.
See you next week.
Tall boy.
See y'all next week, y'all. Be good.